Hey guys, it's Tom. So back in the mid '90s, a gentleman by the name of Ed Halligan, he he started designing knives for Columbia River a while back. He designed the C.R.K.T 1 and 2 for Columbia River Knife and Tool, and they were exclusive military buys. Now they're, I guess, a collector's item. I don't know. I have one here. I love that knife. So he also designed a stiff kiss, is what it's called, for like a neck knife, and a wonderful combat blade. I mean, you could hold it on your person, in your boot, around your neck, do whatever you want with it, and it did the job. So I was going through eBay and I was looking for one. Well, I missed one. They have two versions. They have one with a tanto and one with a bellied regular drop point. And I missed the drop point, and I wound up looking again. I wound up finding one with the tanto point. I don't mind tanto points at all. Yeah, now when I'm going back and forth between tanto and tanto, it just is. So on this page, the guy wanted like $9 for it. It was like $9, but he had it listed as a Smith and Wesson neck knife. I was like, no, that's not a Smith and Wesson. It says right on the blade, Columbia River Knife and Tool. You know. So I got a hold of him in all fairness, and I said to him, you have what he's got there. He's like, no, that's a Smith & Wesson. It came right in the box like that. And I said, no, it's not. So after a little discussion, the gentleman wouldn't budge off the fact that it was a Smith & Wesson knife. So I was like, okay. I bought it for $9. So there's the knife in the sheath. So the sheath is made out of an ABS plastic. It's a good sheath. It really is. Got a little drain hole down here, and the style to fit the blade. Also on the back, it has a whistle. Not a good whistle, but it whistles. Okay. Now, on the Columbia River Knife and Tool one, there was a belt loop or belt clip that you can put it on your belt and stuff. This one doesn't have it, unfortunately. So that's the sheath. It's just a regular Decker type sheath. Okay. My good buddy Donovan too says there's the meat and the taters. This is a Columbia River Knife and Tool stiff kiss. If you've never seen one, this is what they look like. The other ones, they look like a regular drop point knife blade. Now, Ed Halligan design, stiff kiss, engineered. It's model 2300. Yeah, 2300. It was made in Taiwan. Now, this knife has got a bunch of swedges all over the top. It's got like a 3-tiered blade, shear, I guess they call them now. They always call them swedges. But the blade itself is a chiseled design. And this thing is sharp as a razor. Now you can see the dandruff. Can't see the hair ever. But it just shaves sharp out of the box. Well, it's shaved sharp. It's been out of the box for a while. I've been using this knife for about a month, and usually on regular tasks there's no hot spots. But it does have a 4-inch blade, hardened to a 58-60, and it takes a wicked edge and holds it. Some nice jimping here on the top. It's not aggressive, but it's enough to hold your hand. Not a Beatles song either. Now, I did do the cord wrap myself because the cord wrap was missing off the skull and nice handle, but you have a tie down here and two up here. In the middle here, it's designed, you can also lash this to a small spear for defensive. I don't know how you do it, but you know, it's there. It's got this little Allen hex head here that fits into the regular sheath. This is what snaps it into place, which is also removable. Coming at the back of the blade, there's a little bit of jimping under here, and you got this really generous finger groove. When you use the jimping in the finger groove, for stabby, you can't worry about, you don't have to worry about running your finger up the blade. All in all, it's a great little neck knife. Puts my K-bar to shame. My K-bar doesn't even hold an edge half the time. This thing here does. I've been using it for about a month and I haven't touched it yet. So let's see what little things what it can do. Now, you got to remember, C.R.K.T said that best survival knife is one that's about 4 fingers long. That's about 4 fingers. It's a pry bar that works wood. Now, I'm not much of a woodworker, but makes really nice curls. Now remember, this is designed for a combat roll. Makes really nice curls. As far as making notches and stuff. It's really nice 7 notches. So it will notch, it will make feather sticks. See if I can get you down here. Not that I condone or do much batoning, but if you need to, you need to. Baton's good. So, even though it's a neck knife, would it make a main blade bushcraft knife? I think it lives up to what C.R.K.T, if you want to argue with him. Unfortunately, you can't anymore, but his ideas. According to him, this is the epitome of a really good survival blade. And it's a tanto blade too. It's a tanto, whatever you want to call it. So it makes really nice curls. The batons. It's the size, you know, Moore says it doesn't leave hot spots. So even though it's a combat engineered knife, that's what it's designed for. Now, with this tanto blade, you know, we look for blades that'll make them starting a bow drill holes and stuff like that. That's a deep hole. They'll stab right in. It'll work almost like a reamer. The thing I like about tanto blades, and I said it before in another video I was doing for a knife I won from Shredder, is the fact that, well, you have your main blade, which is about a 3-inch cutting surface. Then you got this extended tip out here. This little extended tip, along with a sharp like this one, It's just a little extension blade. Stabby got amazing, stabbies. Point of phrase from Donnie B. And now this is the chiseled blade. This isn't your typical Mora bevel or anything like Scandi Saber, nothing. This is a chiseled grind with secondary bevel. And it'll do everything that a normal knife would do. I still have the CV with me. You would consider this to be a normal knife blade. And it'll do everything that they'll do. So, now in an urban survival situation, this knife can be carried concealed to where you'd never see it, in your pants, a boot, around your neck, under a shirt. You'll never see this. Watch. If you could just drop it in your shirt, nobody would ever know it was there. But, worst case scenario happens. You got a full size now. You got a knife with a good sized blade that'll do all the tasks you need it to do in the woods if you need to run off to the woods. But in an urban setting, what you need a knife really to do is kind of pry, cut things, cut wire, plastic, stuff like that. So Columbia River Knife and Tool, Ed Halligan Stiff Kiss, viable option for both combat and wood. But let's face it, if you're taking out somebody, a sentry or whatever you need to do in combat at night work, it's got all the attributes. Cutting stuff open or whatever, your MREs, it's got all the attributes. It's a great knife. So this is Tom. I want to thank you for your time and your patience. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on the next one.